Hi again, everyone. This is another reaction video to one of the winter collaborations. This one is Winter Feelings with Tsukihina by Omizatsu. And I'm super excited to read it. I actually really do like their series. So this is really exciting to me. Yeah, let's get into the video.
Loving someone who has as many friends as Hinata Shoyo can be exhausting. Especially if you are the jealous type like Tsukishima K. But what made it especially difficult was Shoyo's unwillingness to make his relationship public. Tsukishima was very understanding and tried to support his boyfriend as much as he could. He understood that it wasn't easy to come out, but sometimes he just wanted to show that the ginger-haired boy was his.
I understand.
Sometimes it was
Sometimes it can be
just
hard
too
to
much
show,
for him.
to not be able to
There
show
was
your
only
love
one
outwardly.
person besides their parents who knew about their relationship, and that was Yamaguchi, his best friend, since middle school. He was particularly jealous of Kageyama Tobio, Shoyo's best friend. He knew he shouldn't have worried, but he still didn't like the fact that the two were so close. But what him upset the most was that he couldn't help but be jealous, because he saw how wholeheartedly Hinata trusted him. Tsuki, they're just friends. You should stop staring at them like that.
Of course they're just
Otherwise,
friends. If Hinata's
someone will
dating
notice
Tsukishima,
that you're more than
then
just
he's
friends.
loyal.
I don't care. I would prefer it if everyone knew. I wish I could hug and kiss him whenever I want. I know, but Hinata won't. He will be mad if you out him. You know he isn't ready. He needs more time. Shut up. I know. But do they have to cling to each other like that? They are sledding. If Shoyo does not hold on to him, he falls down. The Karasuno team decided to go sledding together. They spent the whole Saturday together with their friends outside in the snow. Kei had fun, too, even if he didn't want to show it. But Shoyo, who knew him best, knew that he was having fun. I just
Sledding
wish
is very
sometimes
fun.
that he wouldn't be that afraid to tell
It's
them.
good that Tsukishima likes it too,
They
though.
wouldn't treat him any differently. We know that, but you know how mad his father was? He is just afraid that they will react like that. I know, I'm just jealous. He watched as Shoyo and Kageyama walked up the slope together. The closer they got,
Coming
the
out
better
was
he
never
could see
easy.
Shoyo's smile. Kageyama shoved the smaller
Even if
one,
you're sure
which
people will
immediately
react
fell
well.
into a pile of snow. He threw a snowball right into Kageyama's face, which secretly pleased Kei and made him laugh. The warm sunlight of the cold winter evening hit the skin of his beloved. Kei smiled at the beautiful scene. He loved the middle blocker. But his jealousy took over again when Shoyo grabbed Kageyama by the arm and pulled him into the snow. The setter landed on the red-haired man. Kei could not stand it any longer. He turned around. I will go
Don't
for
do
a
anything.
walk. I will meet you guys later. Tsuki, come on, don't be like that. They just have fun. I know,
This makes me worried.
Yama. I
I
trust
feel
him.
bad for Tsuki
I just
that he
can't watch it.
can't do
Then
anything.
let's
But
go and join Shuga-san and
Hinata has every right
Daiichi-san.
to not want to come
Yams,
out.
I want to be alone for a moment. If Sho looks for me, tell him I just needed some time alone. Fine, just don't be gone for too long. Kei looked over at his lover one last time before turning and walking away. His problem wasn't that he didn't trust Shoyo but that he was betrayed by his first girlfriend.
Oh
He knew
no.
Shoyo would never do that to him, but seeing how close he was with Kageyama brought back bad memories. He walked on a
Poor
forest path
Tsukishima.
for a few minutes until he came to a clearing. He sat down in the snow and let his thoughts run free. He was torn from his thoughts
Both
when
of them
he
have
heard the
bad
call of his
memories.
beloved.
For the
Kei,
same reason of
Kei,
that they want
where are
Hinata to
you?
come out.
Sho? Kei? Is that you?
Ish.
Where are you?
Tsukishima
Tsukishima jumped up and
is a
rushed
jealous
in the
person
direction
because of
from where
his
he heard
original.
Hinata.
Anyways,
When the
I'm rambling.
smaller one could finally see him, he quickly ran towards him and jumped into Tsukishima's arms. Kei, why did you just leave? I was looking for you everywhere. At one moment, you were standing there watching me, and the next moment, you were gone. Calm
Oh,
down, Sho. I'm alright. I just needed some time. I was worried. Are you mad at me? Why didn't you tell me where you were going? I'm not mad. It's just that I wish I could tell the king to stay away from you. Kay, don't call him that. He hates that name. Baby, you know I love you and not him. He is my best friend, of course we are close. But you know I get jealous when he clings to you. Can't you tell him to back up? Kay, don't be like that. You can trust me. And I know he doesn't love me. He has a crush on someone already.
who he has a
But
crush
Kay,
on? Do you
don't you
think we'll
think
find
we
out?
should get back? It's getting
I hope we
dark.
find out. Maybe it's
Tsukishima looked
Yamaguchi?
up at the sky and saw how dark it got.
That
It
makes
even
sense.
got darker because it had clouds in the sky. It was beginning to snow, and it didn't seem as if it would stop soon. The weather wasn't always as clear as it seems. Sometimes it can be deceptive, like time. At one moment, it was sunny and bright, and in the next moment, everything changed. They were lucky that it wasn't common to get stormy where they were. Yet, I think we should get back as soon as possible before it gets too dark. We don't want to get stuck in the snow when it's dark. The tall
No,
blonde
getting stuck in
grabbed
the
his
snow when
partner
dark
by
is
the
very
hand and
dangerous and
pulled him along as quickly
it's
as
not good.
possible. He walked as fast as he dared in the direction in which he suspected the others to be. But when they came out of the forest, he realized that they went too much up the hill and were far away from where they should be. They could
No,
see less and
tell
less,
me they're
because it got
lost.
darker by the minute. Kay, where are we? That's not the cabin we are staying? I'm not sure. I think we should find shelter over there. Is that cabin? It's too dangerous to walk down the hill when it's dark, and I don't know how long it will take to get to the others. The two walked through the snow as quickly as they
I
could.
didn't know
When they
that
reached
they
the
were gonna
cabin,
get
it was
lost.
fortunately not locked. They went inside and made themselves a fire in the fireplace. They found out that it was an unmanned cabin for skiers and
Oh,
sledders
that's
who
good.
needed a break. Tsukishima told the
There are a lot
others
of
not to
places like
worry,
that
that
when
Hinata and he were
skiing and
safe,
sledding
but got
and
lost and took
snowboarding.
shelter in a cabin.
Cabins are
Kay,
very
I'm
helpful,
so cold.
especially when
Come
you
sit
get
next to
lost,
me, and
like
I
they
can
did.
warm you up. The couple sat in each
I'm
other's
really worried
arms
for
for quite
them.
a while. Tsukishima was glad that his boyfriend was with him. He was worried because he could see that the older boy wanted to say something, but he clearly didn't know how. Sho, what's wrong? Are you mad at me? Because I didn't tell you I was going for a walk? No, Kay, I'm not mad because of that. Then why?
Oh, he's
What
mad.
did I do that you didn't trust me? You know that I love you?
Oh,
Tsukishima pulled his partner closer. Sho, it's not that I don't trust you, or I wouldn't have left you two alone. It's just that I'm afraid that my past will repeat itself. I know you're not like Kiro, but when he cheated on me, he hurt me, and now I'm afraid of being hurt again.
oh,
I won't hurt
poor
you, Kay.
Sugishima.
I love you so much. You are not the only one who is
I don't
afraid.
think
I
Hinata
want to
will
enjoy
ever
my
hurt
time with you,
Tsukishima though if
but
they're in
I'm
a
scared of
relationship.
what others may say about us.
At least he
I'm
shouldn't.
scared that you will change your mind and leave me. Tears ran down Hinata's cheeks. Tsukishima was his first love. His parents accepted the two in the meantime, but his father had big problems with his son being gay. Since then, the orange-haired man was very afraid of being hated just because
Oh,
he was attracted to men. I will never leave you. I love you
it's
too
always
much to
upsetting when
let you
parents don't
go.
accept
I
kids
love
when they're
every
not
moment with you.
straight.
Time goes by way too fast
It
when
doesn't
we
make
are
sense to
together.
me.
The time with you is fleeting. It goes by so quickly that if I'm not careful, it's over before I could even enjoy it. But Kay, why are you so jealous of Tobio? We are just friends. I see him more like a brother. He can hug you, laugh with you, and call you Shoyo when others are around.
Oh,
While I can only watch you from afar, always having to make sure I don't call you Sho, baby, or darling. and I can't pull you into my arms
Poor
when you're sad.
Tsukishima. I keep
Sometimes
saying
I
it,
feel.
but I keep feeling bad
Tsukishima
for him.
interrupted
I
himself
do
when he
understand both sides of the
realized what
story.
he
One
was
doesn't
about
want to
to
come out
say.
for fear of being
He did
hated
not
because
want to
his
hurt
father
his
did it.
beloved.
But I
But
also feel bad for
Hinata
Tsukishima,
already
who
looked
wants to be able to do all the
hurt.
cuffly
He
things he
pulled
can
his smaller
with
partner
Hinata, which he
closer to
sees
him but was
Kageyama
pushed
doing.
away. Hinata stood up
This
and
makes me feel
turned to
bad for both of
Tsukishima
them,
with
but
tears in his eyes. How do you feel? I didn't. Kay? Say it? I want to know. And don't even try to lie. Sometimes, I feel like I'm not the one you're in a relationship with. I know you don't love him, but I just wish we could at least be friends. I respect that you're not ready to come out. I just hate that everyone thinks that we hate each other. I wish I could look at you proudly when you make your freak attacks and show you how proud I am of you.
this is...
But I understand that you are scared and not ready to tell the team that we are together. These words made Hinata cry even
No,
harder.
don't cry.
Tsukishima jumped up and pulled him into his arms. They remained in each other's arms for quite a while until they both calmed down again. I never meant to make you feel like that. Want to protect us? I think I'm okay if we tell the team. Kay, you know I want all those things too. I'm just afraid of it. And if it makes you feel better, I will tell Tab. Kageyama to back of a little. No, Sho, that's not what I meant. You
Please don't
don't
feel
have to go
pressured to come
back and
out.
call him Kageyama. He is your best friend. I know I can trust you, and I know if you ever would fall for someone else, you would tell me. I know you're too honest to cheat, and we
That's
can
fair.
tell the
Hinata would
team
not
only
cheat
if you
on
really are
anyone.
ready for it. But can we at least tell Kageyama? I don't want your best friend to hate me. Hinata smiled gently and nodded.
I don't think anyone
He
on the
stood
team
on
could
his
actually
toes
hate
and gave the
Tsukishima.
blonde a kiss on the lips.
He's just... They
Tsukishima
already know
returned the
he's just
kiss
too
without
nice.
a second's
Not nice.
hesitation. The two sat
He has
down
a
closer to the
soft
fire
spot
again to keep
for the team.
warm. We can tell the team when we see them again? I mean, they won't hate us, right? No,
No.
of course not. I mean, Shuga-san and Daiichi-san are dating, right? And I think Noya-san and Asahi-san are a thing too? I think so. At least I cashed them making out in the club room. Oh, I want to make out on the club room too? Okay,
It's not
Sho,
something you
we
should
can
hope
do that
for.
in the new
No one
year.
wants to catch you making out in the
Tsukishima
club
looked
room.
out of the small window next to the door. Unfortunately, it was still snowing. He hoped it would stop soon. He didn't want to get snowed in. He looked at his phone to see if Yamaguchi or one of the others responded to his message. They did and told them where they should meet up in the morning. He also had a text from his best friend who told him to talk it out with Hinata. Some time passed, and the two simply cuddled together and talked about anything. They realized only when the phones of the two rang again that it was already midnight, which meant that it was already the new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Sho. I wish us all the best. Happy New Year, baby. I love you so much. I almost forgot. Sho, don't shout and kiss me. Tsukishima pulled his energetic partner to him and gave him a loving kiss. The shorter one wrapped his arms around him and pulled himself as close as he could to the blonde. Tsukishima grabbed him by the thighs and lifted him up. Hinata immediately wrapped his legs around his partner's waist. That may be our first new year as lovers, but I will make sure that we will have many more.
So
I
cute.
have something for you. When I saw it, I thought you might like it. But if you don't have to keep it. You can throw it awa. Sho, calm down. I will love it because it's a gift from you. Hinata went to his jacket and took a small boy from the pocket. He sat down again and put the small box in Tsukishima's hands. The blonde looked at it briefly before slowly opening it. A necklace with a sun as a pendant came out.
Son.
Tsukishima
Oh my
visibly
gosh.
enjoyed it. He put it on right away. He gave his partner a kiss. Hinata closed his eyes. He opened them again only when he felt that his partner also put something in his hand.
Both got each
What
other
is that?
gifts.
Open it and find it out. Hinata opened it, and his eyes immediately began to shine. It was a matching necklace like the one he had bought. The only difference was that instead of a sun, there was a moon as a
Great minds
pendant.
think alike,
I
huh?
love it. K. It matches the one I gave you.
That's
They
so
kissed again
cute.
and lay down together on the floor. They cuddled each other until they fell asleep. Both felt safe even though they were in the middle of nowhere. Just the warmth of the other comforted the other. When the sun rose, they went outside. Together, they went back to the others. The sun was
Are they gonna
already
tell the team in
shining
this one?
warmly. If there's
Well, they
one
said they
thing
were
you
gonna
can
tell
always
Kageyama.
count on,
Maybe
it's
we'll
that
find out
warmth will
Kageyama's
follow
crush.
cold.
Oh my
The
gosh.
two enjoyed the peace and
This is so
quiet that a
cute.
warm winter morning brought. The sky was clear, as were the misunderstandings the two were able to clear up. Hinata lost his fear a little to come out, and Tsukishima's jealousy became more volatile. When they were close to where they were supposed to meet up with the others again, Tsukishima let go of his partner's hand and dropped back a little. He didn't want to push
Oh,
Hinata to
Tsukishima,
tell
you're
the
so thoughtful.
others. He also wasn't sure when his boyfriend was going to tell the others or if he was just going to tell Kageyama. His worries evaporated very quickly when Hinata took his hand in his again. The tall blonde
They are
smiled at
coming
the
up to the
other.
team.
"Kay, I'm
Oh
ready
my
to tell
gosh, I'm
them.
so excited.
I love you so much and I want to spend my whole life with you. So it doesn't matter if we tell them now or later. I know my feelings for you aren't fleeting. Mine, neither. I never felt as good as when I'm with you. Shoyo, are you alright? You dumbass, you shouldn't walk around when it gets dark. Why are you two holding hands? What do you think, King?" Hinata lightly
Tsukishima and
slapped
the king thing.
Tsukishima on the shoulder with his free hand. "Kay, stop calling him that. Tobio, we are dating. Can you two at least try to get along?
Yeah, get
Both of
along.
you are
Best friend
important
and
to me,
boyfriend.
and I don't want to stand in the middle."
Oh
Tsukishima
my
leaned down
gosh.
and kissed Hinata's
I'm so
orange
happy.
hair lightly. "Fine, I will try for you." "Ah, soft Tsukishima. Tobio, please. I really love him, and I hate that both of you fight all the time." "Fine, I will try. But Tsukishima, if you hurt him, you're dead meat."
Ooh,
"Understood."
protective best
Tsukishima
friend.
smiled lightly at the protective words of his lover's best friend. He looked down to Hinata and then back to Kageyama. "You don't have to worry about that. I love Sho with all my heart, and I will never hurt him. Meeting him was the best thing that happened to me." Hinata was so happy and relieved to hear those words and that the two would
This is
try
so
to get
cute.
along with each other that tears came to
I
his
can't
eyes.
believe how cute this
Tsukishima
is.
hugged
And
the
it makes me so
slightly
happy
older
that they're
boy and
coming
kissed
out.
his head.
This
Hinata
story was
immediately
set up
hugged
really
back
well.
and buried his head in Tsukishima's chest. "Ho ho, what is going on here? Are you two dating or what?" The others of the team came closer and looked at the couple with wonder. Hinata detached himself from the arms of his partner and stood next to Tsukishima. The astonished faces of his friends made Hinata
Poor
nervous. The
Hinata.
blonde grabbed his partner's hand and pulled him a little closer. "Hey, yeah, it's okay, Sho. They are just surprised like I was. They don't think differently
They
just
better
because you're
not.
gay. Hinata, you know most of us are gay too, right?" He is still afraid
It's fair. A
of
lot of the
coming
team
out.
is
"It
gay.
wasn't easy for us when we started dating. You don't hate me, right? Hinata, we will never hate you, just because you're gay. You're still the same person as before. Can you tell us why you're so afraid of coming out? We might be able to help you." Hinata clung to his partner to calm down a bit. The blonde middle blocker immediately noticed how tense his beloved was. "You don't have to tell them if you're not
Oh my
ready,
gosh.
or if you want
Tsukishima
I
has
can
such a
tell them."
soft spot for
"No,
Hinata in
Kay,
this.
it's alright.
It's adorable. I love
When
seeing
I
when
came out
Tsukishima
to
has a
my
soft
parents it
spot for
didn't go
someone.
that well. My mother accepted it by now, but my father didn't speak to me for 3 months, and even though we speak again, he refuses to meet Kay. Shoyo, he just needs more time. I know how you feel, Hinata, my mother left us after I came out. I still
What?
hope she will come back, but I'm glad that at least my father supports me. But even though I lost my mom, I gained so much more. I have a partner
Yeah,
and
you
friends
people
that
who will
love me,
support you
and
just
sometimes that's
like
all you need.
throughout
Thank you,
everything. Your mom won't do
Daiichi-san.
that.
I
She
will
doesn't
keep that
accept
in
you for
mind.
you.
Sugawara went to Hinata and pulled him into his arms. This gesture made Hinata calm down and gave him peace. At least he had friends who
As he
supported him.
deserves.
Hinata
Friends
was
who
wrong
support
about
you
his
is what
father.
everyone
He thought he
deserves.
would
I have a
always love
family,
him
but
no
that's
matter what he
less
did,
likely to
but he was
happen.
wrong. He was disappointed by his father when he ignored him just because he was attracted to men. That's why it was even more important for the young middle blocker not to be disappointed
This
by
is
his
just
team. But
so
now let us
heartwarming. What
celebrate
a
the new
heartwarming
year
story.
and enjoy the sunny day. Let's go and have fun. The team spent a few more hours together. When everyone went home, the four youngest decided to watch a movie together. Tsukishima would have preferred to be alone with Hinata, but knowing that Yamaguchi was in love with Kageyama, he agreed to go. Hinata was also a reason, of course, since he couldn't refuse his beloved's wish. Weeks passed, and the winter was followed by spring. The cold passed, and was only a fleeting feeling as the warmth spread in the air. As the winter passed, so did the school year. The four became better friends the more
Better
time they
friends
spent
as they
together.
should.
Tsukishima and Kageyama still argued often, but by now, it was more part of their friendship than arguing because they didn't like each other.
Arguing with friendship is
Tsukishima
very
also
fun.
learned to trust again. His jealousy of Kageyama and Hinata disappeared more and
It
disappeared
was
completely
Yamaguchi.
when Yamaguchi and the setter
Yay.
started dating.
Oh my gosh, that was such an adorable story. Oh my gosh, that was so heartwarming. I thought the build up for that was really well done. Like explaining about Tsukishima's past and Hinata's past, and then making it so that their feelings kind of like intertwined, making it hard for Hinata to come out, but Tsukishima was jealous, but he couldn't like claim Hinata because Hinata wouldn't come out. That was just really well set up. I'm a sucker for coming out stories, especially when they are sweet and they are like that. It's so heartwarming and it makes me so happy, and I don't know, it's just like, it's just such a happy feeling to watch a coming out video go well for people. So that was really sweet, and for Tsukishima to learn that Hinata was trustworthy and that he shouldn't be worried, and the necklaces, and I just, that story was really, really adorable, and it was just so well set up. I think that was really well done, and I really did like the video. See, I'm not usually a Tsukihina shipper. I'd ship Kagehina and Tsukiyama, but that was really well done, and it actually made me ship them throughout the video and made me really like them. So honestly, really well done. Go check out Omi's page and their video if you haven't already. And oh my gosh, I'm just seriously, that was so good. Alright, anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for the support. I will see you when I see you.